On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are here in the Hugh Hefner mansion again for an update that is getting very close to being the final update. This is another big one. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, we are so close to the finish line on this house that I can taste it. I am super happy with where we're at. We basically did a full gut remodel. Literally almost every wall in this house was moved. If you guys remember what it looked like, I'm gonna actually cut in some old pictures right here. This place was 1000% different. It was still 70s. There were no lights in any of the rooms. It was so gross. And now, well, it's a very different place. There used to be a hallway here. This wall got moved over and the hallway got closed off, and now that is a closet. In the dining room, you can see the speakers are back out of here. The ceiling is basically totally finished up, and it's going to have texture next week, which means it's gonna have paint, and we're trimming it out and we're done. We're ready to put a dining room table in here. How crazy is that? I mean, when I tell you guys this is a big one, we were looking at, hopefully still, moving in by the end of next week. I know, it looks crazy in here, but I think over the next week, if we work nonstop, this can be moved into. We replaced this entire wall, all new sheetrock, because it was all gross, and it had weird slimy stuff all over it, you know? So that has been replaced. And a lot of stuff has been cleaned up. Some lighting has been added, so we have toe kick and under counter lighting. Obviously all the things you need to make this magic happen. The pantry, 100% done, being painted very soon. If you've been watching the whole house series, you remember this half wall was a complete wall that went all the way up. This was a wall that came out too far. It came out another 16 inches, one more stud chase right there. You can see the marks on the floor. So this wall got clipped, and of course we have RO water all the way from the basement to the ice maker to make sure the ice maker has perfect water all the time. 6 filters in front of it. And we've got the shortened version of this wall. This is of course a keypad dimmer that mirrors the keypad dimmer over there so that you can control the music in the kitchen, light scenes, all that fun stuff as soon as that goes in. This got reinforced and is now ultra solid. So that took a little bit of work. We had actually pulled the sheetrock back off and rebuilt all of the tie-in to the floor joists. So that's just what we had to do to get the kitchen and the pantry and the dining room ready so far. Like, this has been a never-ending job, and I'm just so happy that we can finally even see the finish line at this point. So we'll turn some lights on here in the living room. Of course, in the very last video of the house, you guys saw we went and picked up that 100-inch TV and hung it right here on the wall, and now it's gone. Why is it gone? Well, obviously, we had a lot more work to do, and the sheetrock guys don't like that stuff being in their way. And they're obviously gonna texture these ceilings, and we're gonna quiet it down in this room. This room is getting carpet because it's gonna be so loud in here, and you guys can hear how long the echo tails are in this room. I have to fix that. There's nothing I can do about this room without putting carpet in. So, Focal ceiling speakers, I don't know if I mentioned it, they're gonna be absolutely sick. Dolby Atmos, all this Focal stuff's gonna rock. We're gonna have the receiver down here, which is already here. Most of this stuff's here waiting to go in. And here, you can hear how solid that is. We shot in additional 2x6s flat up against this because that TV weighs so much, the mount had a little smile in it. And I did not like that mount on a TV that would crush somebody if it came off the wall. It weighs more than I do. That TV weighs like 170 pounds. If it comes off the wall, somebody's getting hurt. So we reinforced this so we can hang that TV on that mount without seeing a single bit of flex. And then of course, rebuilt all the sheetrock behind it, and there will be wall scones sitting on each side of the TV to match its height and make it look even bigger. That's the goal. Of course, when we got the house, there was a bunch of tomfoolery right there. Wires that went nowhere that had been abandoned in a previous kind of remodel. All of that's been taken out. Basically, any abandoned wiring, when we work on this stuff, gets pulled. I try not to leave it behind because it's just confusing. So that's the update on the living room. I think by the end of next week, the living room will be moved into 100% moved into. The floors will be in, ceiling, paint, speakers cut in, that's it, right? TV on the wall. I think we'll literally be moved in here next week. So now we're coming back to our main hallway here that connects the whole upstairs. This is where a ton of work's been going on. Obviously there's a big hole there. You guys were very upset about these valves being flipped. It was kind of funny. So obviously we cut one of the PEX lines and flipped them and then put it back in, you know. So it's all put back together the way you guys want it, to make the internet happy. It's not like it makes any difference. It gets hooked up to a washer as long as it's correct, but it will work after this. Obviously new lights in there. The ceiling just got sprayed today. The old dryer outlet was in front of the trim and not flush up against the wall. So we replaced that. This was PVC they had been running their dryer vent through. All of that's been deleted and obviously upgraded to a new outlet. And for those of you that wanted it, even though I'm doing that heat pump washer and dryer, I thought the same thing. Maybe one of these days somebody will want a normal dryer. So we put the dryer vent up the wall. It's insulated, it's secured in there, and it sticks up into the attic, and then it's gonna turn and go all the way out the house. So there's a real dryer vent in case you need to use a real dryer. I don't know, I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping the technology solves everything, but you never know. If I have to go back, we're ready to go back. There's no light at all in the hall bath, but all of that sheetrock was replaced yesterday just because it was time for new sheetrock, and of course we made this room longer because there was a shower in the back of the master bedroom there. So that's all gone, and this is ready for a fan and a light and a lighted heated mirror and just all the normal stuff. Oh, toe kick too. Toe kick's tied in with the mirror. So going all in on this, and I think this vanity might be on its way as well with the kitchen cabinets. Speaking of cabinets, I don't know if I should reveal the secret yet, but they're on the way. I'm not gonna tell you what they cost, but it broke my heart. It's just what they cost now. So North Point cabinets, all wood, 100% soft close, no MDF. You can bet it was expensive. This room is done. The hallway closet here, actually I think it might even have lights. It did, look at that. So that is actually completely ready, painted, ceiling done, ready for main paint and a door. We're trying to get doors today. The house needs 10 doors, we're trying to get them all. And hopefully, once that's done, it just all comes together instantly too. You know, it's like we're down to paint, floors, trim, doors, which is just a crazy place to be. I didn't think we were ever gonna get here. Master closet, completely done. Needs a chandelier, but completely done. The chandelier could wait. The master bedroom is textured, ready for paint tomorrow after I wipe all the walls down today. So that's a big deal. That's one of the few things we're waiting on, is a lot of the sanding just got done about an hour ago, and I need to wipe all the dust off the walls, and then we're ready for paint in there. And the moment that paint is done on the texture, we're ready to close in the giant ceiling box and put the LEDs in. So that hopefully is 100% done Monday. That is the game plan. So as soon as the paint goes on, I can start finishing the build on this. And I bought an access panel that's right here. Another access panel, look at that, 12 by 12. That access panel is gonna hide up here, so if you ever have to do any maintenance on this, you don't have to rip the thing apart. Access panels are cool, guys. I know they look out of place when it's not commercial. But you know what else looks out of place? Is cutting a hole in your walls or your ceilings whenever you need to work on something like a shower valve. Speaking of shower valves, I have the biggest access panel they sell. This is a 24 by 36 metal access panel that obviously is completely mud in, opens with a straight bit screwdriver, and that is going to let us maintenance the shower that's going on the other side of the wall if anything ever goes wrong. I know it looks weird having that, it kind of looks weird having it in the master bedroom. Once it's painted, I think it'll really kind of disappear. But this thing, we doubled up this wall, the shower valves and all the stuff that goes with it here, turn on some lights, are so crazy. If anything ever happens, we do need to be able to service it. They say this doesn't need supported, but I just went ahead and put a board in there just to make sure the corners never sag. So this access panel is held up by the floor, and that's it. It was a lot of work to get this access panel in here. Me and my sheetrocker, who is an absolute killer, one of the best in the business, spent an hour getting that right until he's done a ton of them in commercial buildings. He's like, I know how to get it right. It's gonna take some time, and it did. We got it all adjusted, it opens perfectly, there's no sag anywhere. I like it. So there will be the 6-port Kohler valve here, a 2-port Kohler valve here, the control system for the shower here. There's so much stuff that has to hide in here. I figured we better be able to service it and we better have some room. So with that wall in, it's about time to start cutting all of this out and working on the actual shower itself. I am having a tile guy do all of this work because the floors in the shower will be heated and stuff like that. I've never done any of that. He knows what he's doing, and that's pretty much the answer to doing this. This vent is gonna slide over into that wall. It used to be the drain for the bathroom vanity, of course, and now the vanities will be in that wall, so everything will be cleaned up, and we'll have a little pony wall right here that the heavy glass will tie into. And look, no more dryer vent running through the middle of the room. The toilet room is completely done, and I think there might be a whole video on the toilet because the toilet costs, you know, it's the dream master bathroom is coming together. It's just gonna take a lot of time and a lot of work to get it done. So that's the update upstairs, right? I think I've showed you guys everything. That's the whole master, the whole living room, the hall closets, a whole lot of stuff coming together to make a whole lot of stuff happen. Gabe's hauling out that basement bathroom, which wasn't, we really weren't gonna start on the basement. But what happened was there was nothing left for us to do upstairs, and we didn't want to sit here while the sheetrock guys were doing their thing. So once we finished all our stuff up, we just went to the basement and kept working. So we're gonna get a lot done in the basement just because that shower will probably be done before my shower even gets looked at again, honestly. Now that we talked about basically the entire upstairs and all of the crazy changes and how close we are, let's head down to the basement where we're starting from zero. Guys, this looks like a set from a dope music video. The next John Mayer or who am I thinking of? John Legend or Benson Boone videos coming out of here. Just perfect decor. Coming down into the basement, I've been grinding all day in here, and we have all the linoleum scraped up with a little SDS drill and a power chisel. So we chiseled the entire floor. To get all this off, we took all the sheetrock off their little pony wall. We ripped out these bookshelves that are gonna go in the trash. Honestly, if I'm gonna give anyone credit, this was the best built thing in the house. These are dead level. They're dead level, and they cut in the shelves with a dado blade. I mean, why would you build bookshelves out of 2x6s, 2x8s, 2x6s? But they did a good job. You gotta give them credit on those. Yeah. They look horrible, but they're well built. It looks like complete trash.
It's function.
It's good joinery. Good joinery. That was good. This is trash, and we're going to, we just went out and bought 2x6s so we can match this 2x6 wall here. Obviously, the whole basement's gonna get re-rocked probably because there's texture on every wall. Check out tape. Yeah, no tape. Don't worry, they didn't tape the sheetrock, but they did texture it. So obviously, since there's no tape, it's all going to have to be ripped down and replaced. I don't know if I mentioned this, but we replaced every single pipe in the house. Crazy. All of it was cut out. The drains are the only thing that's stayed. So all the supply is brand new. Can't beat that. Goes great with our new water softener, new water filtration. Anyway, the basement isn't really even on the to-do list. We just ran out of things to do upstairs because the upstairs was complete. Our water heater is here, ready to go in. That Navien I showed in the Hyundai video there. And we got our duct made. This is the craziest duct adapter ever. It's a full-on trapezoid, but we have real duct work finally all sealed up on the new unit, which is awesome. The AC's working amazing. Don't worry, I'll fix my double P trap one of these years. And next up, we gotta put the water heater right there and get it hooked back up to the gas. The gas is off outside of the meter now. We just shut it down. Take a look at this, guys. How pretty is that? I love seeing the individual shutoffs supplies to every room. If anything ever goes wrong, you can shut off a room. You can work on any valve. How great is the finished product coming together? We started taking some of the paneling off of this room here and getting all that cleaned up. So we're actually gonna replace all the sheetrock in this room. We'll just give up on this downstairs bedroom for now. It's a later project. You can see Gabe's been down here working on this bathroom while I was next door tearing up linoleum. He's also tearing up linoleum, getting this bathroom cleaned up, and that bedroom cleaned up. All the sheetrock's been patched for the most part. Like that spot right there has a little patch that's gonna go in, but all of the stuff for the windows has been patched. I can't even get back there right now because there's so much trash we gotta haul out of here. There you go, that's the update on the basement. We're gonna build a fake deck here today, tomorrow, because they need to spray the texture into the ceiling, so I'm gonna lose the stairs for like 3 days so that they have a place to stand right here to work up here. Well, I've been talking for about 5 minutes and Gabe hauled the entire pile out of here, so now we can access everything again, and you guys can see that this is all about to leave too. The lights are gonna have to come out, the sheetrock's gonna have to get replaced completely, this mirror needs to go in the trash. It's just never ending, isn't it?
I kind of like that pattern, man.
I actually
keep it.
I love that wallpaper because it's current, right?
Yeah.
This is what everyone's doing now, but it's probably been in here since the 80s. I can only imagine
This is new stuff because it's.
Is it?
It is.
Is it coming right off?
It comes. It's.
Oh, it's adhesive. It's not real. Oh, well, you know.
I mean, it's still satisfying.
It's satisfying.
Yeah.
Keep going.
What do they call it? ASMR?
ASMR wallpaper removal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Man. Steaming that wallpaper upstairs took it a full day.
Yeah.
There were 8 hours of that.
This is piece of cake.
Magic. Gabe's just knocking it out with this peel and stick wallpaper.
You should see what I do with scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff wallpaper? Don't scratch and sniff this wallpaper.
Dude.
Gross. All right. This shower is one of those pre-made fiberglass ones for now. It's staying. Apparently the sewer overflowed into it once while the power was out or something. It works fine though. And we're gonna hook it back up and have it cleaned and use it. So it's going to be replaced. This will be onyx. And this wall is getting pulled back to right here, I think. The onyx shower is 30 by 48, so it's much, much wider. This is like a 30 by 30, 30 by 32. This is all coming out. Demo, demo, demo. And then the new shower comes all the way over to here and we'll do real cabinets instead of a closet. And that should get a finished bathroom. This vanity is on the way too. A brand new 48-inch vanity in like a heathered gray, something like that. It's gonna kind of match this. Oh yeah, like I said, this was all linoleum this morning, so now it's almost 100% gone too. We had to go buy a new bulldog scraper. Guys, at the end of last week, we had our 6th dumpster here, and I was like, that's it, we're done. The finish line is here. We don't have anything else to throw away. We don't need another dumpster. And then we started on the basement, and in just one day, we have made a massive pile of trim and wood that has come out of there. And of course, every single sheet of sheetrock is going to get replaced. So we need our 7th 40-yard dumpster. It is crazy how much came out of this house. We literally filled 7 40-yard. Those are semi-truck sized dumpsters. I never thought we would have taken that much old construction material, and you know, that's really all it is. It was all just old 2x4s and old sheetrock and old wiring and old plumbing leaving this place. And it ended up taking up that many dumpsters. 7 40 yards would be a normal house. I think we could throw it all, a normal house, into that many dumpsters. So, pretty crazy. We're about to call and get, you know, that 7th one on the way. So, there you go. The update after another week of wild work. Look at the sheetrock scraps. There's just racks and racks and racks of sheets that we're gonna have to throw all that away soon. Just because we can finally see the finish line, and honestly in the basement we'll be starting fresh again. So we're getting there. I am planning on moving in at the end of next week. I don't know how well that's gonna work out. I won't have countertops by then, but we're sure trying to pull all this together in a matter of weeks. It's crazy, once you get towards the end, it all starts going pretty fast. But there's still a lot to do. There's a lot of fixtures left to get. There's a countertops to buy. And today we ordered almost everything for the master shower so it can be roughed in. And that was also very painful. It was almost as much as every cabinet for the house. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We obviously could not be putting any of this together without you, so I mean, I really mean it. Thank you so much for watching. Please keep watching the house videos. Obviously, they're only gonna get a billion times cooler as we move through this next week, really. This next week is where it all comes together. And you're gonna be like, wow, a whole kitchen in a week, and also a whole everything in a week. Really, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. And don't you worry, we're still replacing every sliding door and every window in the house. They're spec'd out and they're ready for whenever I want to pull the trigger. We can have a new everything. It's pretty much the last thing. And figuring out this door that everyone says can't be glass, but is 1000% going to be glass and steel. Update number 4 today. Look at that. Deleted the bookshelves. I know they were well built, but they no longer exist. Deleted the little pony wall right there. It was more of a drink rail. Everything is swept up, much cleaner. Lots of work to go on over there in the corner. Again, probably all the sheetrock in the basement, but a huge update in the basement. Obviously, the bathroom's situation over here has improved. It is a clean slate. That is a clean slate right there. And this all dumps to the drain pit down here in the basement that gets pumped out to the sewer. But that's another big update. Just finished prepping all this work upstairs for paint. And also, the final update, I kind of promised a guy I'd sell my other house next week. That's the end.